Hey, this is Brian with Hobby Tech DIY, and today I'm installing the NavAtlas SB235 soundbar speakers. These are sold in pairs. I got 2 pairs of them, so I have 4 total speakers. It comes with, each pair of speakers comes with 4 of these roll bar mounting clamps, and they just slide up. There's 2 slots on the back of each speaker. And the clamp actually just slides through the slots like that, and then goes around the bar, and then there's a screw right on top that you tighten down. You got to kind of push the ring together and then tighten the screw down, and that'll suck the clamp up. If you've used these before, you know, it's pretty standard. So, and then each one, you've just got 2 speaker wires on the back. I already have speaker wire that I've run to the rear of the RZR. I'm putting 2 speakers up front and then 2 across the rear bar. So I've already run speaker wire. These come with you can see there's a waterproof connector here that you can disconnect. So you don't need to put like a quick disconnect or anything else. You can, use whatever kind of connector you want to attach these. I'm going to use a insulated barrel connector that is heat shrinkable. So these are what I'm going to use to connect the speaker wires. As far as connecting 2 of these together, you pull one side end cap off of each speaker, and then it has this little plate that fits in here, and then there's a plastic cover that goes over the middle. Now the plate, it says this in the instructions, the plate is not designed to hold the speakers together. It's really just to align them, to get them lined up. It makes it look like one solid speaker, but it's really the clamps. So you have to use all 4 clamps to mount 2 of these speakers. So that's it. Like I said, the speaker wire's already run. So I'm just gonna crimp these connectors on the wires here, and then get the speakers themselves mounted onto the roll bar. All right, so I got all the speaker wire run. I got them, I put on some barrel connectors between the speaker wires and the speaker wire that I run, or that I ran up to the front of the RZR. So now what I'm going to do is put the speakers, these are the 2 rear speakers, and I'm going to put them together and then mount them to the bar. So to put them together, you take off one end cap off each speaker. So this one is going to be the left side or driver's side speaker. So I'm going to take the end cap off from the side that's going to face the middle. All right, and then there is a plate that goes between them that looks like that. It's just got 4 pegs on it. There's 4 holes in the side of the speaker. So I'm going to take this, line it up with the holes, and it just snaps into place. You can hear it click in once you get it in there. And I'm going to take the other side. Just like that. So now they're snapped together. Makes it look like one complete speaker bar when it's mounted. Holds them together. And then there's this plastic cover that just goes in the middle. Like that. So that's what it looks like. So now I want to mount this to the cage. So I'm going to take my 4 clamps And I already put one of them on here. But I'm going to take these and run them through these holes, and I'm going to do it so that the Phillips head faces up so that I can get to it to tighten it down. So I just run the clamps from the top down to do that. All right, and then once you have the 4 clamps on, you just position those over the cage, over the bar here, like that. Put one end in. You got to kind of push the rings together to get them to hold. Let's see if I can do this without, I might have to set something under the speaker. Looks like I can just kind of hold it like that. Okay, now I've got them all started so that they won't come apart. I'm going to tighten them down a little bit, not quite snug, so I can still move it around and get it into position. Okay, so those are all pretty close, so I'm just going to line it up, line the speaker bar up in the middle. And I have them mounted, if you notice, the wires are in the bottom, which I figure is fine, but if you wanted to flip them so that the speaker wire was coming out of the top, the front grill of the speaker, it's just like 6 screws, and you can pull the grill off and flip the grill so that it's not upside down when you do that. All right, so what I just noticed too is if you rotate the clamp, you can get the little tag end of the clamp to go back through that hole, so they're not sticking out. You can, I guess you could trim them or whatever if you wanted to, but I just took that and turned it a little bit so that that tag end goes right back in the slot on the back of the speaker. So I'm going to do that with all of them. Feels very solid, very stable. There are 2 holes on the back of that center plastic cap, and it came with 2 screws that I assume you put in to hold this cover, this cap in place. That's pretty much it for the speaker bar. They're pretty easy to install. I'll show you kind of the path that I ran these rear wires. I have them coming out right here next to the roll bar. There's a hole right here. So I ran them up through that, and then on the back side of once you get down this bar, you can come out they'll pop out right down here, and then I just ran them and I'll probably zip tie them up a little bit higher. But you can see a couple wires here that I ran for the dual battery kit and a lead for my amplifier. And then up this side, and I'll attach them to the back side of the bar here. And then from there, there's a hole up top. I don't know if you can see that, but right up through there. So you don't have to route everything down the center channel and then back through the firewall. I just got too many wires to do that. So that's how I ran them. I had to take this lower panel off to feed the wire through there the way that I wanted. But once I get it all cleaned up and zip tied, then I'll put that panel back on and you'll never see them. So that's it for the speakers. That's the SB235 Speaker Bar Pair from NavAtlas. I got 2 pairs, so 4 total speakers. The other ones I mounted 1 on each side up top there. Oh, my camera's doing funny things. So you can see where it's mounted right up there against the cage, and I did it on both sides. So that's it. If you want to see the rest of the install, documenting the head unit, the dual battery kit, the amplifier, all the wiring, how I mounted everything, subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I'll answer them. Thanks for stopping by.